Dear friends, welcome to my channel Mechanical Engineering Advanced course, and in this lecture I will explain you about flange and its type. And if this lecture is beneficial to you, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel Mechanical Engineering Advanced course. What is flange? Basically, flange is a method of connecting pipes, valves, pumps and other equipment to form a piping system. As you can see here in this image, this is a piping system. This flange provides easy access for cleaning, inspection or modification. Flanges are usually welded or screwed. Flange joints are made by bolting together two flanges with a gasket between them to provide a static seal, and it is designed on the basis of ASME B16.5, ASME B16.47 and API 6A standards. Ultimately, we can say piping flanges are best alternative to welding or threading or manufactured by forging. And this ASME B16.5 standards covers steel pipe flanges from NPS half through NPS 24, that is half inch to 24 inch size. And this ASME B16.5 covers pressure temperature ratings, materials, dimensions, tolerances, marking, testing and methods of designating openings for pipe flanges and flanged fittings. This ASME B16.47 standard covers pipe flanges from NPS 26 through NPS 60, that is from 26 inch to 60 inch size. I mean, this ASME B16.47 standard is used for large diameter steel flanges. Further, ASME B16.47 is divided into two categories: ASME B16.47 Series A and ASME B16.47 Series B for blind flange and weld neck flange. Generally speaking, ASME B16.47 Series A flanges are much thicker, heavier and stronger than Series B flanges in the same size and pressure rating. And this API 6A standards. For oil drilling and wellhead system applications, API flanges are used, which are based on API 6A standard. The pressure temperature rating for API flanges ranges from 2000 psi to 20,000 psi. It's a very high pressure. Please watch this animation just to know how the flange is assembled and disassembled. This is assembling. And this is disassembling of the flange. So for flange connection, what we need two flange, then a stud bolt and nut and one gasket. So now we'll see types of flange based on pipe attachment or connection. These are the most common types of flange: weld neck flange, slip-on flange, socket weld flange, lap joint flange, threaded flange and blind flange. These are the images of different types of flange, and these are the corresponding symbols of the flange. So first we'll see weld neck flange. It is the most widely used type of flange, and it gives highest level of joint integrity due to butt welded, and it is used in high pressure and temperature application. It is bulky and costly in comparison to other types of flange, and hence it needs more space for installation. It is available in all sizes, and it can be flat face, raised face or RTJ type. And this is the details of weld neck flange. This weld neck flange is also known as welding neck flange. This you can see, this one is the representing flange, this two is representing butt weld, and this 3 is representing pipe or fitting. This is the symbol of weld neck flange, and this is how weld neck flange looks like. This is the image. Slip-on flange. It has a hole with matching outside diameter of pipe. That is, the circular hole of the slip-on flange will be matching with the OD of the pipe. This flange is placed on pipe and fillet welded from both inside and outside. As you can see here, this 3 is representing fillet weld from inside, and this 2 is representing fillet weld from outside, and this 4 is representing pipe, and this 1 is representing slip-on flange. It is suitable suitable for low pressure and temperature application. This is the symbol of slip-on flange and this is the image of slip-on flange. Now socket weld flange. It has a female socket in which the pipe is fitted. As you can see here, this is the female socket and this is the symbol of socket weld flange. Fillet welding is done from outside on the pipe. Generally it is used in small bore piping and it is suitable only for low pressure and temperature application. So this is the details of socket weld flange. So this one is representing socket weld flange, this 2 is representing fillet weld from outside, and this 3 is representing pipe, and this X is representing expansion gap. So why expansion gap is given? Because suppose if the hot fluid is passing through this pipe, then in that case what will happen? This pipe will expand. So for compensation of that expansion gap is given, and this is the image of socket welding flange. Lap joint flange. Lap joint flange is having two components, stub end and loose backing flange. Lap flange is used where frequent dismantling is required and space is constrained. Backing flange can be of a different material than stub material, and this backing flange normally will be of carbon steel material to save the cost. So the stub end is butt welded to the pipe and the backing flange freely moves over the pipe. And this lap joint flange provides better joining due to butt weld as compared to a socket and threaded type flanges. So this is the details of lap joint flange. This one is representing lap joint flange, 2 is representing stub end, and this 3 is representing butt weld, and this 4 is representing pipe or fitting. This is the symbol of lap joint flange, and this is how lap joint flange looks like. Now threaded flange. Threaded flanges are also known as screwed flange. This type of joint connection is speedy and simple, and it is not suitable for high temperature and pressure application. It is mostly used in utility services such as air and water, and available in limited size of NPS 4-inch and below. And this threaded flange is a low cost flange, and this is the details of threaded flange. This you can see one here, it is representing threaded flange, this 2 is representing thread, and 3 is representing pipe or any other fitting. This is the symbol of threaded flange, and this is how threading is done in this threaded flange. Now blank flange. Actually it is a blank disc with a bolt hole. As you can see in this image, it is a blank disc with a bolt hole, and this is the symbol of blind flange. It is used to isolate the piping system or to terminate the piping as an end. As you can see here, it is also used as a manhole cover in the vessel. So this is the details of blind flange. This one is representing blind flange. This portion you can see, this is the blind flange, and this 2 is representing a stud bolt. This is a stud bolt, and this 3 is representing gasket. This you can see a sky blue color is the gasket, and this 4 is representing any other flange. Maybe it will be Weldonic flange or any other type. So now we'll see types of flange based on pressure temperature rating according to ASME or ANSI B16.5 standard. So there are 7 types of flange based upon pressure temperature rating: 150 rating, 300 rating flange, 400 rating flange, 600 rating flange, 900, 1500 and 2500 rating flange. So what is pressure temperature rating? Actually, pressure temperature rating are maximum allowable working gauge pressure at the temperature for applicable material and class designation. So you can see in this table, this is the pressure temperature ratings for A105 materials. So for the temperature -29 to 38 degrees centigrade and 150 rating, the maximum working pressure in bar is 19.6 bar, and for 250 degrees centigrade and 2500 rating flange, the maximum working pressure is 349.5 bar. So it's very high. Means as you increase this flange rating or flange class, what will happen? The working pressure, maximum working pressure will also increase, and at the same time if you increase this temperature as well, then what will happen? This maximum working pressure will increase. Now OD and thickness differences with respect to pressure rating class. OD is outside diameter of the flange. So this you can see, these are the nominal pipe sizes, and these are the classes like 150 rating, 300, 600 and 1500 rating. So for 2-inch nominal pipe size and for 150 rating flange, the outside diameter is 150 and its minimum thickness is 17.5. But for the same pipe size 2-inch and for 300 class or rating, its outside diameter is 165 and minimum thickness of flange is 20.7. Just you compare this value with this value. Here it was for 150 rating, here outside diameter was 150, but for 300 rating outside diameter is 165, and for 150 rating minimum thickness was 17.5 for the flange, but here the minimum thickness is 20.7. Now here you can see for the pipe size 24 inch and for 1500 rating flange, outside diameter of flange is 1170 and its minimum thickness of flange is 203.2. So it's very high and these dimensions are in mm. Now flange difference with respect to pressure class. Here you can see for the 10-inch NPS weld neck flange and for 150 rating rest face, flange weight is 24.5 kg and stud bolts and nut weight is 7.4 kg. But for the same size of the weld neck flange and for 300 rating flange, its flange weight is 44.5 kg and stud bolts and nuts weight is 16.25 kg. Now you can see the difference. For 10-inch 150 rating flange, its weight is 24.5 kg, but for 10-inch weld neck flange and for 300 rating, its weight is 44.5 kg. You can see the difference. And for the same size of the flange, we increase the rating of the flange. That is, if we increase it to 1500 rating, then the flange weight increases to 200.25 kg and its stud bolt and nuts weight increases to 81.26 kg. Now you can see the difference. So in case of very high pressure, we increase the rating of the flange. Now types of flange based on flange facing. So the first one is rest face flange, then flat face flange, ring type joint flange, tongue and groove flange, male and female flange. The purpose of rest face flange is to concentrate more pressure on a smaller gasket area, and these RTJ flanges are typically used in high pressure class like 600 rating and higher, and for higher temperature service like for above 427 degrees centigrade. For those cases we use RTJ type flange. Here you can see in rest face flange, you can see rest face is there. This is the rest face. So because of that only its name is rest face flange. And this you can see is the flat face flange. And this one is RTJ flange, that is ring type joint flange. You can see there is a groove in this flange. There is a ring type groove in this flange. Now this tongue and groove flanges is also known as T and G flanges. Tongue and groove faces of this flange must be matched. One flange face has a raised ring which is known as tongue machined onto the flange face, while the mating flange has a matching depression, that is groove, machined into its face. These are most commonly found on pump covers and valve bonnets. Now this is male and female flange, and this is also known as M and F flange. In this, one flange face has an area extends beyond the normal flange face, which is known as male, and the other flange or mating flange has matching depression, which is known as female, machined into its face. So now the types of flange based on governing design codes. So the first one is ASME or ANSI flanges. It covers ASME B16.5, ASME B16.47 etc. Then BS flanges, that is British Standard flanges. It covers BS10, British Standard 10, then BS1560. Then comes API flanges. It covers API 6A or API 17D flanges. Then comes DIN flanges, DIN flanges, and then comes custom made flanges. So the next is types of flange based on material of construction. So the first one is carbon steel flanges, then alloy steel flanges, then stainless steel flanges, that is SS flanges, cast iron flanges, ductile iron flanges, and then non-metallic flanges, that is FRP or GRP or GRE. So what is this FRP? FRP is fiberglass reinforced plastic or glass reinforced plastic or glass reinforced epoxy. Actually, this is a composite material that consists of a polymer matrix and glass fiber. If this lecture is beneficial to you, then please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel Mechanical Engineering Advanced Course. Thank you.